All right, I'm back. Kitties are fed, and things are still working here apparently. You know, since it's single player, the game pauses when I'm not here, but yeah. Let's get, I think the easier thing that I might actually get done in this hour is if I do milk production. Because I would like to do some testing on the Pure Daisy with ice into packed ice and how to do that. But milk production, I think we can do. There is the Drum of the Gathering, which we're also using currently for wool. This here will also get us milk buckets. So let's make one of these. Let's get close to this thing. Get that crafted. We also need a pulse mana spreader, which I think I might already have. Yep. Pulse mana spreader. There's already a mana pool up there, so we don't need that. And we need buckets. We're going to need a couple of chests. That one's trapped. Alright. I don't think we need to, but figure that out. Definitely need sparks. Actually, let's just take this whole chest. Okay. We might, yeah, we're gonna need a funnel. We're gonna need a corporeal funnel. Means we might need more corporeal sparks. Okay. So, getting milk buckets is as simple as throwing empty buckets at these cows and then hitting the Drum of the Gathering. Which is why we're using the same cows, because they're stuck here anyway. We're just gonna use that being stuck to our advantage. Okay. So, the drum just needs to be nearby. We put it here. That should be fine. Pulse mana spreader. There. Okay. Animal abuse at its finest. Exactly. We're forcing him to breed in this tiny little spot, and then we're also going to throw buckets at him and make him milk him constantly. Yep. That's the plan. Alright, so we need to make a funnel and an open crate. Alright, and we need a those, and one of those. Okay. That directly above? No. We need to have the buckets fall down in there, I believe. That is directly above. Okay. Do the funnel here. And we can go ahead and put the item frame on the front. Why not? There, and we're gonna put an empty bucket in that. And we're gonna have it request 2. 1, 2. We're gonna have it request 2 at a time. And this we want the redstone to come down from that and over to here, I believe. Because we want to drop buckets and then do the pulse. And I'm just trying to think through things. We need to also know to do the same sort of limitation where if it's got a certain amount of milk buckets that it doesn't need to request more, which we'll probably do up here. Okay, so we need to get the mana or the redstone signal down here from the wherever we're putting the hourglass, and it needs to take longer than this one. So if we did the hourglass up here, we'd have to stair step it down. To get it over there. And this is where it's going to pulse. Right. Move you. Woohoo! Alright, so that to that. And somewhere on this line is where we'll do some repeaters to slow it down. It'll take a little bit longer to get there. That's fine. You can hear Hermes singing. Okay. We're gonna need milk for runes and for cake. For the Kekamuras, so we're gonna need a decent amount of cake. Might want to do 4 buckets at a time. We'll have to make some buckets, clearly. So then we need another, oops. We need another hourglass for the timer. Unless we do like we do for flower crafting and we do like the repeater torch clock. Because we're going to need to detect milk buckets. And we could set up the timer right out back here. We'll get to decorate this area once I get all of the mechanics in. Alright. put it here. I'm in the way. Whoops. That's not where I wanted that. Wait for the random water source in the ceiling. Oh, oh dear. Oh. Looks like we're good. I don't see any water sources up here. Yay, I think we're good. We are relatively close to the surface though. Alright, so that is where our clock is going to be. Do I have slabs? I have 2. Okay. So there's our clock. We need to put another block up there. There. Alright. So repeater, redstone dust, torch will be our clock. How much milk do we want to have on hand? 1, 2, 3. We'll turn. We'll make some 4, 5. Perhaps. I need a spark. Oh. Goodness, we're getting low on sparks. Redstone, comparator, repeater. Don't need 2 comparators. Torch. Okay. On the oops, there. This is likely not paired to the network. It's probably too far away. Oh, it reaches. Great, and I don't have to worry about it. We do need to configure it for something other than sparks. 1, 2, so 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 buckets. 16 buckets of milk is what it's going to maintain. I think that's good. 4. We need, and then we'll just need to put the torch on top. So let's get ourselves a bucket of milk. Can I reach you? Yay. Configure you milk buckets. And grab an item frame. Oh shoot, I picked up the wheat. I don't need the wheat. You probably picked up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, thought so. We just need milk buckets in there. Oh, and I forgot the corporea spark. Last one of those. All right. Let's make a bunch of buckets because we're going to need a lot of buckets. We need buckets for milk and we're going to need buckets for water. Let's just get 2. stacks, iron. Oh. There we go. So I should have put the buckets in the system. You. Okay. I need a bucket though. Hang on. Yeah. One bucket to put in the item frame for it to request for the Corporea network. And then, oh, I already have bucket in there. Okay, well, here's the test. Wow. Are there still buckets in there, I wonder? Oops. Okay, so we have 27 buckets. This is requesting 4 at a time. I'm gonna guess that there are buckets floating in there that we need to pick up. So I think I'm going to reduce this back down to just like 1 bucket at a time, so that we don't have that problem again. But yeah, there we go. We are now collecting buckets of milk. Each time it needs one, it's going to request a one. And so that's good. Let's go make some more buckets. Let's count our buckets, I think, first. See how many are in the network still. 21. So we still have 21 empty buckets. Are any here? No. So they're all over in the water bucket filler. How are we doing on iron since we've used a lot of it? Okay, so let's do 32 more iron. And we'll make what we can for buckets. Okay. Just so we can have a surplus. Surplus is nice. Alright, so we have... It only took us a half an hour. We have milk production. We have sugar, eggs, and wheat. Do you know what that means, guys? 3 wheat. 1 egg, or is it 2 eggs? 1 egg and 2 sugar, right? And then 3 buckets of milk. 3 milk bucket. 3 bucket of milk. Okay, what is it? Milk. It's just milk, okay? 3 milk. What do I need cake for? Oh shoot, I had it auto-crafting. That's not what I wanted. 2 things. I need cake for the Rune of Winter. And there's a flower. There's a generating flower. The Kekimerus eats cake, 1 slice at a time, to create mana. And we're going to craft them probably in a chest, not a hopper. So let's pop you off of there. And we'll put a chest instead. Cake. This is our 3x3 crafting, if you recall. I did set up a couple more in preparation for the things that we're doing, like cake. I'll have to keep going, and I would like to see if I can fit them on this side as well. If you recall, we have our Gaia Guardian arena back here, and I'm not sure if there's enough space between that there and the hallway in order to fit one of these. I haven't counted. Oh, you're breaking. Why are you breaking? Look at all that stuff, all that wasted redstone. Oh, look at it all. Oh dear. Oh, well that's why it broke. All the placeholders are in here. Okay. It made a furnace. We don't need a furnace. Let's get the cobble out of there. And, yeah. We need to, get more spots for placeholders. Probably chest. I knew this had the potential of happening with the placeholders specifically. I just don't know an easy solution. Well, I'm gonna leave that there. And we need to keep taking out stuff until it's fixed. That should have fixed it. Hi, Platimon! The corporeal thing is like Applied Energistics, only a lot bigger. Yes, it's very much like a lot of the corporea is a lot like Applied Energistics. It's just bigger and more complex. So let's make some more placeholders, because apparently when these aren't in here, it still is high. So this still can hold them. We need more placeholders. Let's see here. Do I have any in the network? How are you guys doing? You look like you're fine. Oh, you know, they're not in the network. They're in that chest. They're in the Botania chest that I haven't put into the network yet. Alright. Welcome from Chosen Architect's channel. He's somebody that I have followed for quite a while. Alright. There, we have 37 placeholder blocks. Let's see if we can put this cobble away that was everywhere. Do we still have our redstone? Where did I put our redstone chest? Is it? Oh, it's still up with the milk production. All right. Woo. Okay. So, got this, and what we're gonna need to do is make sure there's space for the buckets and in the chest that the cake is going to be done in. this stuff in here. We're gonna put those in there. What are you doing? Are you still breaking? Okay. My base has beautiful decorations. Thank you! I am more known for my building skills than I am for my technology and automation skills, but I'm having a lot of fun with this pack, so yeah, thank you very much. Alright, so we need to request the supplies again that I was going to do to put them up there. Let's put our manufacturer halo. I have cake set as an auto crafting with here. If you see, I have cake. So if I have these things in my inventory, it would auto craft. We can probably clear, if I can remember. There we go. Shift left click clears, and I think that's all I have. I could clear the cake now, I suppose, that we're going to be doing it automatically. Let's go over to our index. Let's request the cake supplies again. 3 wheat, 2 sugar, 1 egg, and 3 milk. Okay. And if I remember correctly, and we'll look at the recipe, I think it has to be laid out a certain way. So, cake. Wheat on the bottom, milk on the top. Do you play Botania, Platymun? There we go. We now have the cake recipe all configured. And we do not need place cards for this one. We do need a couple of red sand. Alright. 2 red sand. Probably, yeah, it doesn't need to craft any yet. Yeah, I feel that a lot of Botania gets neglected when there are tech mods that do it in a more complex way. I agree with you, Warlord. Botania shines when nothing else is around it for people to do the quote-unquote easy way. Alright, let's give it 20 seconds here and see if it will craft us cake. You ready? Please, please, please. Cake! Ah, fantastic. So now we just need to pick it up. So what we're going to do there is we're going to get a hopper hawk. All right. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do a hopper, but a hopper hawk would work fine. We could even do it so that the hopper hawk sat here and we have another chest for the empty buckets. So it would have somewhere to go. Yep, let's do that. We can do... Can't do... Let's go get that stuff. Alright. Grab you, and we're gonna do seeds, rune of air, 2 light gray petal, and 2 Mystical gray petal. Alright. Oh, we need a redstone root. Redstone root. Make it floaty with our last crafted one of these. And we'll 8 birch wood. I only got 3. Oh, did I type 3? I did. Like, that didn't make sense. I have 8,000 of them. Okay. That is the Corporea network. Yep, all I have to do is be close to an index, and I can request anything that is connected to my network. Speaking of connected to my network, I'm out of Corporea sparks, so we're gonna have to make another one of those. Alright. Empty buckets. It does not require mana. Nope. The Corporea network does not. It does require you to have opened the Alfheim portal and gone to the end. Actually, maybe it's just going to the end. Because it needs supplies from the end. Not in there. Here. And we need 1 pixie dust. Okay. Why I came all the way up to... Oh no, never mind. I was like, why did I come all the way up to this index? It's because I don't have Ender Air bottles in my network yet. Alright. Take a regular spark. I'm gonna make it a Corporea spark. And we're gonna put it on there. And now everything should be connected to the network. Yep. So let's put the red sand back. And this should now autocraft. Cakes. Lots of cakes. I'm not sure if cakes can't stack, so I'm hoping it sends out a redstone signal when it's got like 5 at least. I've got 1. Oh, they do stack. I wonder if that's part of Botania tweaks or something, because they're stacking. Well, that's going to be a lot of cake, which we're going to need anyway. It's going to... That's going to be a lot of cake. 1, 2, 4, 8. It's going to be a full chest. Yeah, well, I will probably have a lot of the Cakeamurus flowers. I'm just sitting here thinking, do I have enough wheat to make that many cakes right now? I may want to make another crystal cube and move it up here somewhere to reduce the number. Just put a repeater. Oh, you're right! I could just, wherever I want to send a full strength signal. Alright. So right now we're only at 1, so that's going to be 1 whole stack. And 1 stack is plenty for now, because all we need it for is runes. So what we'll do is when it gets to this one, we'll do that. And then it'll send a full strength signal and it'll stop pulsing. Autocraft AE style. You ask something that requires a craft and the system will do only the amount required. Yes, but not just with Botania. It requires the other mod that's in here, the incorporeal mod. Boring auto-crafting. You're cute, Warlord. The incorporeal mod allows you to create crafting tickets that are the requests that you could do over and over and over again, and you feed it to a flower, and the flower makes the corporeal request. So you could do something that will craft on the amount required. But I like the way Botania does this in that I'm keeping a certain amount on hand. So it's like having a level emitter with applied energistics where I'm saying once it reaches this level, stop crafting, is what I'm doing. So that's what the comparator does, is it sends out a signal for the amount, and then once it reaches that amount, it stops. So yeah. So this will get to a whole stack of cake, hopefully. And then it will stop because it'll start sending out a second signal and it'll stop. And I believe our milk production should be able to handle that. I know our eggs are fine because we have 126 is what we keep on hand. Sugar, we've got stacks on stacks of sugar. I'm not worried about sugar. Because we're not using sugar for anything else currently. Let's just check our wheat farm. We're still at the 6 stacks. This should harvest soon. Ooh, yeah, like in the next minute or so, it'll harvest. So that's good. That means we'll have even more than 6 stacks. You could camp out here and watch it happen. It's really loud when it happens because of all of these Drum of the Wilds that go off. But yeah, most of this is fully grown, so there's a couple of spots that didn't. But that's just luck of the draw. Then again, I've got that bottom row that I have no clue why that's so busted. I just don't know. It's exactly the same as all these other rows. But whatever. Come on. I don't want to wait here forever. But you really were almost done. Oh, it's just a sliver now. There it goes. There we go. Yay! And then it'll do it again in another 18 minutes. We've got 7 stacks of wheat now. 3 stacks of seeds. Where are all my seeds going? Oh! All those flowers we're making. We may want to offset that. If I'm going to be running out of seeds, we may want to grab these beetroot seeds, because we have a whole bunch of those, and get that converted. I believe we can convert beetroot seeds. We can convert beetroot seeds into melon seeds into pumpkin seeds into cocoa beans into regular seeds. That's a mess. I mean, we can do it, but that's a mess. cocoa beans into regular seeds, which there's no way to automate cocoa beans unless Botania Tweaks allows cocoa bean placement onto Junglewood. Why not? Because there's no way to place the cocoa bean. Ranuncarpus only places on the top of the block. And that's what I was wondering, if the dispensers would do that. It's worth checking. Worst case, try it. Exactly. Well, we're still staying above 4 stacks of mushrooms. So I haven't had to come in here and grow any large ones. But yeah, we have a ton of melon. As you can see, our iron chest is full. I'm not going to make this any bigger. We're working okay on the pumpkins. We're going to need those, remember? We'll need the pumpkins. And we're doing all right for cactus, so... yeah, I need to know if a cocoa bean will place onto a jungle log with a dispenser. Because we can break them with a bore lens. Or a piston, depending on what we wanted to do, but I don't know about the placing of it. Because if we could do that, we could grow cocoa beans just to convert them into seeds if we needed to do that. We are going through a lot of seeds now because of the Rafflesia. And Warlord says it does work, so alright, that's good to know. Good to know. We have cake. So, for the Rune of Winter, we can cross cake off. So we just need packed ice, and then I'll be able to automate the Rune of Winter. Yes! Oh, that's so exciting. Now, like I said, packed ice, we have to do a pure daisy setup with pistons and weight lenses. Can you push packed ice? Because I know you can't. I think you can. So we'd put the pistons on the sides. If I recall correctly, we're gonna push them on the put them on the sides here and to pull the blocks out from away from the pure daisy. We don't have enough time to test that today, but you can use your imagination. I bet you can. Okay, so pretend this the Corporeal Spark is the pure daisy, and we would place the packed ice with Ranuncarpus, and then we would have pistons, sticky pistons here, that after this turn to packed ice would reach out and pull them to these blocks, and these blocks would be half slabs, the bottom slab. Okay, and then we would have a mana spreader at one end on both sides with a weight lens, which would make them have gravity, and so it'll drop onto the half slab, which would break them as actual blocks, and then we would just have a hopper hawk pick up the packed ice. That is what we're gonna do to get packed ice, and I think I know where we're going to do that at. I think we're going to set that up in our little laboratory area. I think that would be perfect for just a small setup over here on that wall, right? To put the room back here. And I have a slime somewhere. I heard him. There he is. Hello, Mr. Slime. we're gonna definitely need to do a slime farm at some point. Unfortunately for me, several of the chunks that I have dug out that I'm actually living in are slime chunks, and I won't be able to use those for my farm without reducing yield. I mean, I still might, but looking for another slime chunk might be something we could do in the last few minutes of the stream. So let's see what are all the chunks in our area are slime chunks. We need how much? Elementium, we need 5. 5 elementium. Didn't spell it right, did I? Oh, it's elementium. Oh, I have to do ingots, of course. Of course. Alright, let's make a slime in a bottle. Slime in a bottle helps you find slime chunks. When you hold him in a slime chunk, take care, Warlord. The little slime in the jar will jump around. And I know there's a slime chunk down here where the sign is because that's where slime has spawned. So once we cross into it, this guy should jump around. Why he's not, I'm not so sure. Why are you not jumping? Well, I know where the slime just was. Over here. There's a slime chunk. You can see him jumping around in my inventory and in my hand. So the chunk that we're in, this one right here, is a slime chunk. This one is not. That one is not. Okay, so he must have spawned in that little slime chunk and hopped this way. So where did the slime come from that I've killed over here, if not in this chunk? Not in that chunk. Did he come up from down here? He might have. There's been slimes down here, so somewhere is a slime chunk. This one is. Alright, so this one's a slime chunk. And again, we're building in this area, so I wouldn't be able to put a farm here. What level are we at? 30. Yeah, we're already losing 10. 10 wide, 10 level, 10 block height. So yeah, no on that. Let's see. We have a bunch of space over there that we're not using. Let's find out if on the other side of here is a slime farm that we can use. Might be easier to do this from the air, like in the overworld, or above ground. What am I saying? And then we can go into spectator mode and drop down and see where that puts us in the base. All right. Okay, so I know that the thermal lilies are there and the tree farm is right there. So I don't want to go too far out because it needs to be in our, in order to get them to spawn, I need to be like occupying the area. None of these. The wheat farm is here. Oh, ran out of light. You know what? I wonder if this is the chunk with the corporeous stuff in it. Hi there, zombie. I think it is. No, it's the chunk next to it. Oh, but see, it has stuff so close by, I wouldn't be able to lure the slimes this way. It still might be a usable chunk if I had iron golems pulling the slimes this direction instead of just having them randomly jump off, because I wouldn't be able to have anything go this direction. Let's keep going down. It still looks pretty safe. I have nothing else intersecting this whole chunk. So I could turn this into a slime farm and just lure them not that way. We could even connect it with that little bit of cave there. I think I have that blocked off though. There is some lava we'll have to deal with. Not a lot. Looks like about 3 layers. Yep, I think we found our spawn chunk, guys. Because as long as I just don't go this direction with it, I even have space here. But that's as wide as that's gonna get, but it still bumps up against it, so we don't want to go there. This, I think, is going to be our spawn chunk. And since I know where it is from under here, we can go ahead and come out and switch back to survival. And if we punch into there, this one, there we go. This is our slime chunk. Great. Alright, so we know where our Narslimus is going to be set up. Yay! Not that I'm going to do it right now, because we can't even craft it until we get autumn runes. And that is one that we have a lot of things that we need to farm. Of course, there's another slime. Yay! Alright, even there. Yeah, we have a lot of things for the autumn runes. Leaves, spider eyes, mycelium, dry grass. Leaves we're going to be able to dupe. The mycelium is going, and dry grass, there's a couple of methods that we'll have to figure out which one I want to do. But yeah. Alright, that's going to be it for me today, folks. I do hope you enjoyed. When we come back on Tuesday, we'll do some building. I have the hallway down here that I would like to figure out a wall design. The Rafflesia area now needs to be decorated. And we have a trophy room to set up down there. And we have armor that I would like to put armor stands up in places and make them look nice as well. So I know I have mana steel somewhere. Yeah. And then I have the Elementium, and I'm wearing Terra Steel. I'd like to make another set of Terra Steel eventually. And then there's Mana Weave as well. But yeah, we've got these 3, and then there's the Mana Weave stuff. And the Mana Weave, when you wear it, reduces the cost of any rods that you use. So like my Rod of the Seas, if you wear it when you use them, it reduces the cost, the mana cost. Yeah. We could even do, you know, iron, gold, diamond. We could do those armors too. Just make some interesting little setups. So that is the plan for Tuesday. Fast Momo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So come back on Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Central US time. We'll stream for an hour as I get ready for work. And we'll do some building. So I'll catch you back then, folks. Take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.